With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Second and a couple.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Ball again on second down.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Fields.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Back to throw, Fields. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
New York.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, well, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Fields. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get hot, hot. Get hot. Hey. Middle, middle. Get hot.
Jackson now. That would complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
It's hot. Too hot. It's hot. No, we changed it.
Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 66 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Spinning away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Hall again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now 3rd down and 7. Now Fields. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. Now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
First down, Jets.
Off play action, Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Nnamdi Madubuike in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jets.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll run with Hall.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good.
And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. For him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Run and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Lamar changing the look. First carry now for Justice Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hey. Middle. You are X. Hey, we got to push it up.
Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Jackson on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Fields now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. To throw is Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Owen.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. For the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember. Amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jackson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Tucker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Omar, ready? 180. Hot. 180. Ready, shot.
They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sit on. 180.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes it really difficult.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
180. 180. Sit up.
They go with Edwards left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Loop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Nice move. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Fields. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Out of the gun, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Elijah Moore. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Bills get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy. One of 2 touchdown passes for him in this first half. This one's gone to halftime now, and it's the Vikings up by a touchdown. 14-7 the score at halftime. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 11. That's good. Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get out! 180! Ready, shot! Ready, shot!
Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
180! Ready, shot!
To the right side, this is Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
180! 180! Cut!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
180! Ready, shot! Ready, shot! 180! Ready, shot! Ready, shot!
To throw is Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
To kick off for Baltimore.
A beautiful fake. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Fields. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Travis Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now Fields. Wilson's got it complete. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Fields. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they start. Shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
180! What a shot! 180! What a shot!
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
180! What a shot!
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
What a shot! Go get him, go get him!
Now Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Second down and 3.
180! 180! That's it! Yo. Shut up!
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
180! 180!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Get on!
Running left is Edwards. Fighting through. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Loop for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out come the Jets. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First down, New York.
Motion man left is Lazard. Play action. It's Fields. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Odafe Oweh. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Now it's Fields. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
To the air again, Fields.
And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Mason Taylor from 6 yards away. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Folk connects on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens offense and Gus Edwards heading onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now it's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamien Sherwood.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally,
a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
New York's offense back out there. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
To throw is Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Out of the gun, Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Alpha, say hot!
Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that. exciting, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Jets.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Going right back to Wilson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Ravens, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.